all said and done. Underway, and it's the Tide who win the tip.
What a match. One of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. You've got to lay a body on someone and fight.
Will Richard lays it in.
Before Will Richard gets to the 10.
Amori at the line for the Tide, a transfer from Rutgers, who can help you win games in so many different ways. And Clayton pulls up for three, around and out. Chinyelu lays it back in. There. Philon, the freshman who was so good in the quarterfinal win yesterday over Kentucky. The assist on the basket by Grant Nelson. Over Kentucky. Florida beat Missouri in the quarters to get here. Look at the pace by Sears. In league play, second in scoring, second in assists as well. Clayton into Condon. Nice little shovel pass. Chinyelu again. Florida has. And another one coming off the bench, Thomas Houck, who's a great passer as well. Nelson left alone. Look at that. Look at the handle. A great look to Youngblood for three. Condon will try a three. And the offensive rebound, Richard spins, hangs, and hits. Martin deflects it and then takes it away. Elijah Martin to Clayton. Good pass. Right back out to a wide open Clayton, who knocks down the three.
In the Georgia game, he had 9 rebounds, 6 of them on the offensive end.
Sits on the bench, Denzel Aberdeen. I know a guy that you really like, a junior from Orlando, knocks down the free throws. Holloway, an Auburn Tiger a year ago. And the open three will go down for Stevenson, an incredibly talented young man, a sophomore. And Alabama eventually pulled away. Florida got a push from Missouri. Handlocked in a beautiful two-man game.
Sherrill too much on the ball. And nobody on the weak side. Just a quick slip to the bucket for the easy dunk.
Philon hesitates, can't hit it. And then working hard in the glass, Aiden Sherrill. A freshman from Detroit, a McDonald's All-American. Aberdeen, no. Handlocked and they follow.
Florida's guards are as good as anybody.
And how about Clayton started at Iona. Richard started at Belmont. Martin started in Florida Atlantic, and it may be the best trio in the country.
Yeah, you think you're bottled up. He makes a dribble move, uses a screen. What a play by Stevenson. He is up.
And a three-point play for Stevenson. Alabama averages better than 91 points per game. Florida almost 85. When you look at efficiency, Florida's third, Alabama's fourth. Joe Lunardi had floor, and you and I were talking between games, and you and I, first and foremost, are both just concerned about the game itself and the championship here for the SEC, but looking like himself, that left leg must be okay. In and out. Boy, Holloway had a good look. Terrific rebound there by Mo Diabate. Sears from the logo can't knock it down, but Diabate does it again, and the third time is the charm. Are either ones or twos, according to Joe Lunardi, and I can't think of anybody who would argue that, to be honest with you. But Jay and I both agree there appears to be some room for movement.
Upchar with a little handoff, then came back to the ball and got a screen from Condon. Beautiful.
And at the other end, Alabama back on top, 27-25. Klavjar, a guy, wasn't playing a lot early, as it's laid in by Aberdeen. Boy, you want to talk about one guy. By the time you get there, there have been two more. Came in and started knocking down shots. Kind of just forced his way into the rotation. They had some injuries in the middle of the year. Martin and Clayton were a little banged up.
And LeBaron Philon, this guy is a budding star.
Yeah, he is getting better by the game. Was the player of the game for Alabama in the win over Kentucky last night. Grant Nelson. Houck the pass fake, and he'll return the favor with a dunk at the other end.
And defense again.
Nelson with the running reverse. And Clayton still going. Too strong off the glass. Chinyelu again.
How are you going to get in front of Chinyelu?
As you mentioned, the Gators, one of the very best offensive rebounding teams in the country. The floater for Sears and the soft touch. Clayton open. Got it. A three for Walter Clayton Jr.
But the pace has been such when, you know.
Will Richard has left the game. Urban Klavjar has checked in. And Richard has walked past the end of the bench and towards the tunnel. Towards the locker room. Clayton knocks down the three. Condon switches on to Sears. Stevenson in the corner knocks down the three.
Tough for him to get all the way to the rim with the size that Florida has. Just stopping short for that floater is a good shot for him.
Tennessee defeating Auburn 70-65 in the first semi today. The winner of this gets the Volunteers tomorrow for the SEC championship. Martin, what a move. What a pass. And Condon is fouled. Using the screen from Haupt. Has it taken away by Diabate. Who finishes? Haupt. Nelson a little slow to get up and grimacing. Martin, the baseline drive and lay-in. It belongs to Philon and the tie.
And Alabama out in transition again.
What a play by Clayton. Just plain and simple took it away. Condon couldn't finish, but Aberdeen at the point defended by Holloway. Richard lost it. Stevenson ahead to Diabate, who lays it in. There have been 9 lead changes already in this game. Haupt is open. There have been 10.
But he needs to get a three to go down. He's not shot the ball well the last 3-4 games.
Haupt, good defense by Diabate. Can't get around him. Aberdeen open at the elbow. Can't hit it. Haupt misses the follow. But there is a foul, and it's going on the Tide. Haupt knocks down the first. The highest scoring team in the nation. Sears a big reason why. Misses the bank shot. Chinulu the rebound. Almost turned it over, but Florida's got it. Clayton refuses it. Whips it past to Aberdeen. And Diabate down with a rebound as the first half comes to a close.
Needs to see one go through the basket.
Philon.
Good help by Condon.
Chris Youngblood with his second three of the game.
Kept Walter Clayton Jr. from getting back to the ball.
Youngblood, a guy who could really help Alabama from beyond the arc. Missed the first 9 games of the year with an ankle injury. Martin answers with a three for Florida. And Martin hits both of them. A 4-point lead in. Richard in some traffic on the baseline. Tough shot.
On the baseline. But the difference in that first game.
And Richard makes both of them. Had 17 points against Missouri yesterday in the quarterfinals. The easiest thing in the world to do.
Totally different defender this year versus last year.
Knocks it away. Lays it in. What a play by Walter Clayton Jr. at both ends. Youngblood underneath the basket. Somehow found room. 21 yesterday in the quarters. Knocked away by Handlockton. Martin off to the races. What a move by Clayton. The finish for Condon, and it's all Gators. Another rebound for Handlockton.
But Handlockton has been impressive in this game in short minutes.
Martin the drive, and another foul. And Florida has taken over this game.
Well, we've talked about the improvement since he's been at Florida. He's turned himself into an outstanding defensive player as well. Honestly, Dan, I think Elijah Martin's a big part of that to this team. And
Martin coming over and he said, you know, we thought it would be great, but you don't know how it's going to be until you actually see it on the court. Well, everybody in the country can see that it's working. No Nelson for Alabama, out with a left leg injury. Philon hasn't scored, and Sears has 7, but he's 3 for 9, hasn't hit a 3 yet. Wow, tough shot again. Now a touch in the paint. He is working hard at both ends, Jay.
It's almost like they don't have a get beat. Nobody's saying that.
in early February. The Gators and the Volunteers have split their 2 meetings this year. Then they lost at Georgia on the 25th of February. How about Walter Clayton Jr.?
Down on the baseline, passes back out, and then moves to an open area. It's just so difficult to stay with them. It's not like Chris Youngblood did a bad job. It's just Walter Clayton Jr. did a...
So Chinulu sits, Condon returns. Again, the depth of Florida paying off. They've got Hanlogton and just keeps going. Well, he's got away.
Had some big games in his career, but he's going to have to earn everything against unusual. It's amazing.
Mo Diabate at the line for the Tide. Very good game against Kentucky in the quarters.
93, whatever.
99-94. Yeah. It was a 9 in the win at Auburn. And to your point about great passing big guys, he's got 11 assists in his last 2 games coming into this one.
Couldn't do it.
Diabate his 3rd. And Richard at the line. Richard 81%. Clayton. As you said, anybody can get beat. It's not to say that this isn't, but that helps prepare you for things like this.
And when he's home in Slovenia, they say he's got international experience because he plays in the United States.
Richard. Yes!
In this building a year ago, he's played 9 minutes. He's got 9 rebounds.
Yep.
He's been great.
Maury from Phylon. A trap on Klavjar. He fights his way out of it. Handlogged it. Pounce, spins and hits.
Of these Florida big guys.
Richard. Boy, sometimes he looks like he'll never miss again.
My sense is Richard would win it.
Youngblood, another 3. He's heading into that last timeout.
Florida's defense, to me, has been the story in this second half. They've just...
Chinulu again with a seal to try to free up a lane for Clayton.
Now they got the switch.
Clayton hits another 3.
I mean, Chinulu, so even if he misses, Chinulu's right there for the offensive board.
Holloway answers with a 3 of his own. He hasn't been out of it since.
I mean, what do you do when you play pick and pop with one of your 6'11" big guys? He knocks down a 3. You put 2 on the ball trying to make something happen. Rider out who can handle the ball and dribble handoff situations. A lob threat.
Florida.
Both these teams, I think, very well prepared, but Florida does as good a job as anyone is preparing their team for playing in these games.
They've had 6 different players lead them in scoring this year. They don't rely too heavily.
They won at Mississippi State. It's not easy to win in Starkville.
The 2 #1 wins at Auburn, banked home by Chinulu, and the other one was against Tennessee when the Vols were #1. Florida and Tennessee split 2 games this year.
Driver. So you want to play him, forcing him left, so you play him with your left foot and your left hand up. Sent 8 of 27 for the Tide.
From the free throw line as well. Condon. And a chance for 3.
Just a little horn set. Looks like he's going to set a ball screen. He goes out of it, goes right.
Sears, by the way, hasn't been in the game for a while for Alabama. Don't know if Nate Oates is just saying, hey, it's done. Not going to send him out there.
That ends that discussion.
Isaiah Brown, a freshman from Orlando, #20, getting his first action of the day for the Gators. Aberdeen wide open. Diabate, good work as he lays it in. Holloway, no, and the rebound for Hanlogton. The crowd wants Anderson to put a shot up. He does!
Bennett Anderson and his teammates work.
And a new team record for most points in an SEC tournament game as well. And Bennett Anderson could say, yeah, that was me. You guys did your thing. That was me. What a performance by the Gators. 2 games with during the regular season. What a matchup it's going to be.